Hey, what's going on, everybody? Always survive here with the Midwest Survivor.
Hello, everyone.
What's going on, man? I'm gonna check out, make sure this thing is working properly. See if I can't hear anything on one of these other things because I had a mic issue. But what's going on, man? Oh, I can hear it. Check out, make sure this thing is working. Say something on there, would you, real quick? See if I can.
Check. 1, 2.
A mic issue. I just want to make sure it's coming out good, and then we're all set for next time. Make sure this thing. Say something on there, would you, real quick? Check. 1, 2. Okay, it's just on the stream. There we go, man. That's awesome. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is the Midwest Survivor. He's a friend of ours, my daughter's fiance, shall we say, and he's just getting into the YouTube, so go check his channel out. He's doing a lot of outdoor stuff, a lot of preparedness stuff, and I don't know, what do you? We did a bag video. Our last video we did was a bag video that we went through his pack and checked it out and tried to figure out anything new that he could get. If anybody had any ideas, it was great. I'm on there and look through it and check out his shit kit and everything. That was pretty cool. I heard the most about that shit kit. And then I saw it on how'd you get that? You said it was a
It was like a prank gift for Christmas, but it was just on Amazon.
Yeah. That I found an affiliate link there for it, and I threw it down in the description. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It was something different, man. That's for sure. That was pretty cool. Yeah, it was a pretty good job you did on the overall pack as far as being ready for anything that you might need to be ready for. You know what I mean? You had a good enough a variety of stuff that would keep you going. That was pretty good.
And even since that video, there's been a couple additions, but
yeah, well, it's constantly evolving thing, getting the bags all set. And by the way, I like the shirt. That's a nice hoodie, man. Find mine. Yeah, so the bags and everything, yeah, they're definitely constantly evolving. I got this one that I've been back and forth with. I turned it into like a fight bag, and then it's just continuing to go. It's not done. I feel like I'm never done with some of that stuff, but constant improvement is going to help you out.
Right.
So is that the only bag you're working on, or you got other bags you're working on, or you got just trying to stock up on stuff?
I've probably got about 5 bags that I'm working on. That's my main EDC pack, though.
Yeah.
I've got set up for different purposes. That's like my multi-use EDC. Everything's in there. But I've got like a medical-specific bag and a shelter-specific bag, food-specific bag. All that stuff is all sorted out.
Yeah, that's good. That's pretty much how I do stuff. I got a scenario-based bags. I got the EDC. I got the bigger bug out for the wife. I got but that's mostly food. But and then I've got like my scorpion bag. I've got a hiking bag. And just scenario-based. I got a winter car bag. It's good to have. It's all good stuff. If you ever have an issue, you have something to fall back on. Let's see in the chat real quick. Nice. Hello. Soothing sounds. Relax. Sleep. KK556 and hey kids. Skywise observation says. I don't know if you can see the chat on there. You probably can, but we did have
can't see you at the same time, but.
Yeah. We did have one unfortunate incident I wasn't too happy about that did happen just prior to coming on here, so it's still fresh in my head. Was Todd the Gun Guy is one of our friends since he's had, who knows, I don't even know, 1,000 subscribers or something like that. He just got demonetized for all his firearms videos. So I don't know how I'll be doing my stuff over here from now on with stuff like that. I've got a Patreon. I might start putting some weapons training over there for anybody who wants to see it, if I get enough response for that. But I don't even have anybody on Patreon. It's pretty much just random people tripping over my videos right now, but everything in mine pretty much demonetized and lost out too, and drops the overall views on everything. But yeah, I just stick with the preparedness game. There's so much to do. There's so much to learn. I'm actually going to be having the wife. Oh, you know what I did get? I'll show you something I got. I think I told you maybe, but I'll show everybody else. I got another one of these. They went up to, I think the original one I got was like $15. And then they went up to upwards towards $48. But I just got a second one of those Augustin Firearms powdered butters.
Oh, nice.
Hey, what's going on, Camp Patton family? That's also check his channel out. It's a pretty good channel too, and he also has Gray Man's Prepping. That's a pretty good channel. You should check that out too. Midwest Survivor. Check him out. He's good. Yeah, we're just hopping on here talking. So I don't know what you're thinking as far as, I know you were looking for tins. I had this one sitting out. Have you ever seen that one? It's like a cheap. It's cheap. They're like $5 or something. But it gives you that option. Yeah, you seen that before? It was like a Ozark. Yeah, Ozark stand. I haven't even used this thing. But that'd be one more option. This one doesn't have a top on it. I know we were talking about them in that video and some different containers. But that one's a little bit bigger, width-wise and everything. But
right.
Not bad. Those are pretty good. I ended up getting look, I put WD-40 on that thing. You can still hear it. It's so messed up. And one of the things someone said on the video too. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Someone said duct tape for your pack.
Yeah.
You ever heard that before? Duct tape?
Yeah. I another multi-use thing that I just forgot about, but
yeah. Oh no, just good recommendation. Good ideas. The duct tape, I see a lot of people take duct tape just so they can have a piece, and they'll take their lighter and they'll wrap the duct tape around their lighter just so they have like 5 feet or something of duct tape in case something rips or something on the pack breaks or something. You could duct tape it up. Same
right.
like with the paracord and stuff like that. Still good stuff to have. Patch stuff up if nothing else. But yeah, and then those other tins, you see me with the other tins, the bottles and stuff like that. Those are pretty good. Yeah. I try to get something that I could put in every bag. I wasn't planning on this, but I was messing with this hiking pack the other day, and I thought there was something in here that I could have said something about. Like, oh, I forgot. Hey, guess what? Found a whole pile of waters. That's cool. Must not be this bag. This little bag. I got this little bag. This little bag was a little hiking pack. It was with KK there, and I think it was $5 at one of the thrift shops.
Oh,
nice.
Nice.
It was like brand new. I had to take the tags off it. I had to take the plastic that was on there. I guess it wasn't that bag. I was going through something. I thought about something, but James A., how's it going? Yeah, so was it red, green is the duck tape master. Yeah, so anyways, first time doing a live stream for you. Me, usually I just start blabbing off and I just keep talking and I mess everything up. But is there anything you wanted to talk about as far as like, I know you ended up starting to get some of the, I got all sorts of stuff on top here, but I got to take some of that off there. But those right there, you were getting these, right?
Yeah, I've got a couple of them now.
Got a couple of them. So what I found out with those, and I was telling KK there for a minute, with those buckets, I bought 3 of them. Everybody said, I had 3 at the time. Everyone said you could take one and put it into the other, and then you'd have a free open bucket. But it turns out by the time I got the third bucket, I tried to get all 3 buckets into 2 buckets, and it didn't work. There was just not enough room. I got packed. Those other buckets are just crammed. So it looks like if you get 4, and I didn't go get another one recently or anything like that, but if you get 4 of them, you could put all the stuff into 3 of them and then just have an extra bucket.
Right.
Whether you need an extra bucket for anything else to move around, it's plastic. I know people used to put like conibear traps inside the buckets. Something would crawl in there to get, put the bait behind the conibear.
Right.
It's an idea, but it's also being able to move 4 48-hour tubs in 3 tubs. So you're moving less too. Yeah. So that's pretty nice. And hey, Jeff, how's it going? What was I going to say to you? And with doing that, the 4 into the 3, and it's nice too. Like if it's like just say you and KK or something like that, those 48-hour buckets are for 4 people. And if it's just the 2 of you guys, instead of 48-hour buckets, you're doubling your time.
Right.
Boys. Yeah. I have to talk to Jeff. I have to talk to him. Still waiting on my well, we'll talk later. I don't want to say anything too soon, but there might be something coming down the road that I'd like to check out. So have you ever done any canning or anything like that?
No, I haven't. I'm looking to get into it though.
Yeah, I just got I had some mason jars, and I had been stocking some up with the Homestead Survivalist and then some with my mom, and just trying to get the jars, especially when they were all disappearing. And I was trying to get one of these here. Let me see that. You can see that right there. But this is for the vacuum sealer, suck down the lids for dry canning, and that's why I had gotten that Demisius Earth or whatever it's called there. I'll be doing a video on some of this. Okay. And I don't know if you can read it, but mixing it up and dry canning stuff. He does a lot of pressure cooking stuff, and he does a ton of canning, but myself, I haven't done enough, and I'm going to do some I also got an off-the-grid way of doing it, too, so I don't know, maybe I'll have to have the wife help me or something, because it'd probably be a mess with me trying to videotape, and I don't even know how to do it like that, but good ideas. It's just I'm going to be moving, so I didn't want to can too much. The next couple months, I'll be out the door, and then what's going to happen, I'm going to have all these glass jars. For canning info, check out Rebel Canners and Mouse Toes. These are 2 great canning channels. Sweet. Yeah. The Homestead Survivalist and his family have been doing it for a really long time, and I've also seen some of that Alaskan Prepper. The guy Rudy there, he does a bunch of canning stuff too. And I just didn't want to have to move too many jars, too much glass stuff. If I'm moving too much glass on the move, especially if the Midwest Survivor helps me, I could see him dropping all my glass jars.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, sure. So what do you want to talk about, man? You got any topic you want to talk about? Inflation, or what you've been seeing in the stores compared to what it was as far as gear or items or anything?
Well, obviously we're noticing a lot of bare shelves right now.
Yeah.
So that's never a good sign. But
yeah,
one thing I can say, at least around here, is that there still seems to be a lot of canned goods available. So if you can still go out and pick up some of those every so often, you're still going to be putting yourself ahead.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Definitely. Anything that's going to last a little while. And we had seen a couple cans, believe it or not, that said 2027 on them. I'm just like, yeah, I'll take those. Some that said 2025, yeah, I'll take those. Even if it's stuff I'm not going to get to eat until that point, it's still save your old socks to put around your jars. Oh, that's a good idea too. Put them around the jars, keep the sunlight and everything out of there, depending on what it is, I guess, right? I'm not big into the canning. I'm getting into this dry canning thing now. I'll probably do the whole first time experience this week. That's why I wanted a wife with me on there, so I didn't mess nothing up too bad. But yeah, the canned goods on the shelf. Rice been easy to find still, right?
Yeah, I just picked up a 20-pound bag. But
Oh yeah, in the video there, right? How
yeah,
much is that going for? That was Walmart or something, right?
it was $8.90 I think. $9 you can say.
$9.
The only problem with that specific rice is it's the Great Value brand, and I noticed that brand specifically doesn't last as long as any other brand.
Really?
Like looking at other brands, you're looking at maybe 2 years or maybe even 3, depending on the bag you get. But this stuff goes bad this December, so you got to get it vacuum sealed.
Yeah. Vacuum seal. Put it in the dry can like that.
Right.
Matching shirts. Yeah. Didn't even plan that one. That's why I said that's crazy. And I haven't worn mine on video in a little while. I was like, I feel like this today. You see all the stuff going on. I've been listening to all the Supreme Court stuff, and it's like, come on, get to the one issue that's just driving me insane. But I don't even know if they're going to get to it next week. It might not be until February, it looked like, on the Supreme Court calendar. You got to be kidding me. So it gets me in a kind of one of them moods.
I seem to be in one of those moods more often than not nowadays.
Oh, yeah. And it's sad, too, because usually I'm a happy person. I'm in a good mood. Everything's just not that way so often anymore. And it's sad. It's sad. I see people not too happy most of the time. And that's just not the best way to go through life. You got to be able to have fun and stuff at some point. You got to like this weekend, we got to go out. We got to do some training of some sort. Doesn't matter if we take a hike or if we get some weapons training in, do some more hand-to-hand stuff. Yeah. Something, just that constant improvement and that keeping you on the level, keeping you a step above. Even if you just get the best training every weekend that you could possibly get in, cardio or hand-to-hand stuff, weapons training, any of that stuff, or even just prepping the stuff together, getting the stuff or going and putting the stuff together like these cans or something. Like if you got any, I got several jars now, and if you need to if you want to jar up any of your rice instead of just doing the vacuum seal, I got that, and I got extra vacuum seal bags now too. So Skywise, let's show America how we really feel. Fire flags upside down. Being threatened. And I have the black flag that I was also debating on putting upside down for that nation in distress type thing, but I have not done it. I'll probably actually taking pretty much everything out of here in the next couple of weeks. I'm just kind of like wait and see what I end up with at the next spot. I know it will be warmer out next couple months. I'll be on the land as much as possible, running around over there. That's going to be a lot more fun.
Right.
Maybe even swing out your way one of these times when it's not snowing and nasty out in the spring or something.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you on your first video there, is there fish in that stream that you were by?
There is. Usually they're not very big, but if you get lucky, you can find them. But worst case scenario, if you can manage to catch a decent amount of minnows, you can fry them all up and you'll have a decent meal.
I got something. Hold on 1 second. I dug it out of, I don't even have the container for it no more. So I put it in like an Aldi's bag. Ta-da! But I used to use this in New York all the time. This is like one of my number one survival preps. It has been for like years. But I've got let me see if I can get the camera. I've got a throw net. And I have literally scooped up. We used to have herring that ran over in New York. and I have scooped up, and that was the very first net I bought. Like, I don't even know how long it's been now, probably 20 years ago or something like that. And I used to scoop up probably 100 something herring per throw when they were running, and it opens up so big. I don't know the laws in Michigan necessarily yet, but
no, but if you're looking at a survival situation, I'm not too worried about those.
yeah, right. If you have to eat, throwing that thing, it's a lot. It's so much quicker than fishing, and I love to fish. I love fishing, but if it's a spot where you got to get into, maybe throw that net real quick, hop up, take off real quick. Right. You could get a lot of stuff. I've thrown that net into some ponds too, besides just those streams, and I've gotten 20 bluegill in there, small bass or whatever. It's most of that was all catch and release stuff, but they had a spot where we could scoop out minnows and stuff like that right from the same lake that we were fishing from, and that was a big thing over there. As you had to get them from, you couldn't take minnows from one spot and bring them to another spot because they had so many issues. And that was kind of nice. You could use your little minnow traps, or you could throw a little net, scoop up some minnows, and it works good. Once you get used to flinging that thing, I could toss it out about, I think it's about 15 or 20 feet, and maybe it's 20-foot cord, something like that. And it opens up so big, drops like right away. I got a pike in there before. I've been cruising through eating bluegills or something. Got a pike in there. It was pretty good. That thing's pretty cool. I haven't actually used it since I've been in Michigan because I don't know the whole thing or where to get mad. We had spots in New York you could do it, spots you couldn't do it, and then, like I said, you couldn't move minnows around though. As long you could catch them there and use them there, but you couldn't take them somewhere else.
Right.
Had all different net stuff. There's so many rules over there. That's why I got here, and I was like, I don't think I'm allowed to use this here because that's what it sounded like to me. But yeah, so I don't know. That's a good prep. It's kind of a big odd thing, but I should probably actually throw that in one of my like guaranteed to go with me bag. They were only $15-20 back then. It's probably $30 now, $40. I don't even know. That was like 20 years ago.
Right.
But yeah, so I don't know. I just wanted to get you on here, let everybody meet you. Minnow traps with dough balls can work in a pinch for bait or a meal. Yeah. And in New York too, we had I don't have any more anymore, but we had crab traps too, and we used to get crabs and crayfish and stuff like that in there. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I had a lot of fun with that stuff. We had a lot of fun time. There was a lot of good trout fishing over there too, which I haven't found much of over here, but there was a lot of trout. I mean, I was catching like 2-foot rainbows and big, huge brown trout and stuff, and that was just like insane over there, but not so much here. And that was way before all this extra cell phone stuff too, so I never really got too many videos and pictures. I don't think that I remember, but yeah, that's madness. Too many years ago, man. So I said, what? You got crabs? Tons of crabs. Not the same kind that you have, Skywise, but it's a joke. But yeah. So as far as shelves being bare, I did go and grab offline. I think I showed you a big, huge thing of granola bars, like 60, 58, whatever it was, count of granola bars. When I ordered those a few weeks back, I ordered them because when I was at the store down by me, they didn't have any granola bars. None of the kind I liked, none of the kind I wanted. They didn't have the cheap brand. They didn't have any of them. But
right.
Yeah, so I had to order them. I ordered them off of Amazon, and I ordered them. It was kind of annoying, but they expire this year. I think in like July or something like that. So they'll be in the rotation quickly to be eaten. But kind of annoying, but they were a decent price at 58 of them. And I couldn't find no granola bars here. And I like a lot of stuff over at Aldi's, but their granola bars are like bricks, man. They're like, and that's what being cold in the car or anything. And actually, the Dollar Tree, I like the Dollar Tree ones. The chewy Dollar Tree granola bars, even though they're not quite as good for you or whatever it's supposed to be. In a pinch, if you're starving, man, you're going to eat it. And I think I paid like $13 for that big, huge box of granola bars. I think it was $13. Can't remember. And at that price, I mean, there's several meals in that one thing, and it's ready to go, ready to eat. That's why I just leave it in the car. They're probably pretty frozen right now, but worth having. You got granola bars? You keep some granola bars, right?
Yeah, I've got a couple of them. Not too many, but
not too many. Yeah, that box over at the Dollar Tree. Last time I went, it was still $1, and I think there's 6 of them in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it wasn't. It's not a bad deal. Well, what kind of stuff are you grabbing over at the Dollar Tree, or have you gone recently, or?
I haven't gone since the day before New Year's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been since it changed to the $1.25 tree.
Yeah. And I haven't seen anything that cost that yet. I think I went last week, stopped in there, and everything I bought over there, I only bought like 7 or 8 things or whatever. I was just running in while I was driving by. I think every one of them were still $1.
Okay.
Yeah, so it wasn't bad. It was definitely crowded when I went there. I've noticed that a lot too about the stores. It seems like everybody's migrating to that. Maybe the cheaper spot. What do you got here, Skywise? Prices are starting to skyrocket in food and other goods. Yeah, we are definitely going to see a pop, I think, this year. I follow a lot of the stocks and a lot of the markets and a lot of and I'm not into the stocks no more. I'm out for now. I'm just waiting for that drop. We got this massive pop, and I'm just waiting for a drop, some sort of economic issue. And still looking gold, silver, that kind of stuff when I have the currency for it. It's fair to trade out the currency for that stuff because that's at least tangible of some sort of something that I'm holding. I'm not leaving everything in the bank or nothing like that. But you got Dollar Tree will soon be a $5 tree. Yeah, we were making a joke about that. The 5 and below store are going to be the 10 and below. I mean, it's a matter of time for some of that stuff. I don't see it going too well in the next this year. You hear him talking about maybe raising interest rates like 0.25 or something like that. And it's like nothing to keep up with the inflation. Then I keep hearing people talking about having another stimulus check. Like, are we going to do this again?
Yeah.
This would be crazy if something like that comes up. This is like some Zimbabwe stuff. I don't know if you've ever seen Zimbabwe, but it's going to be
no.
It could get scary quick. It was interesting. I looked up the Venezuelan silver, like 1 ounce of silver in Venezuela feed you for like, I forget how many weeks, but they have like mounds of money. And I mean, 100,000 of their dollars is like buy you a chicken. Yeah, it's like a dinner for the day. You're like, where am I going to come up with all that money? But one piece of silver was getting them like 2 weeks worth of food or something. It's crazy.
Right.
The comparison.
Well, that's what all these people understand. You got these people who are in favor of raising the minimum wage up to $15 an hour, which at this point they've pretty much succeeded in doing.
Yeah.
But the issue comes when the inflation rises with the minimum wage and rises above how much the minimum wage was raised. You've got the issue that, yeah, you're making more money, but at the end of the day, you're spending more money as well, so you still come out below.
Yeah, and the way they do their inflation numbers is so much different from back in the day. They don't even add food, and they don't add fuel prices, I think, now. So when they say something like you're at 7%, but yet the fuel's gone up 50% or whatever. I remember this time last year, it was like
just recently the
$1.48.
fuel tax changed.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I don't even know how people are going to keep up soon. It's literally that bad. I don't even know. That's why you're better off. You save a ton of money too. You're ready for it if you have the food ahead of time. You're ready for it because like food insurance, you have it already. And buying those buckets, I've been buying those buckets for a while. And they used to be I think $19 at Walmart. Now they're 21 or something. Yeah. Even their Augustin Farms, the big bucket, which I quit buying because these were so cheap in comparison to those. I think I was paying like $50 or something like that for the other bucket. These things have, I forget how many calories, like 10,910 calories. Those big buckets have like 23,000 calories or something like that. And they were like $50. They had a little bit more variety. I still got a few of them before I found these ones right at Walmart. And those $50 buckets now are like 75, 80. Like, geez, like just the price difference. So I got food insurance. I have food in case I need it because I already bought it. And plus I bought it when it was $50 compared to now 75 or so dollars. I mean, that thing's up 50%. I mean, that's huge to save that money. We've got Skywise, Federal Reserve say they will offset inflation through higher interest rates. Yeah, and that's what I heard. It was like 0.25. I don't know if they're going to do the first one in the summer or if they're going to do it this spring. There's a lot of talk about doing it by March or something like that. But 0.25 is not enough to offset, like, what was the budget? $2.5 trillion extra. $2.5 trillion extra on top of what the regular budget was. And with all those infrastructure plans, like they say, how many trillion was that? We still got potholes everywhere. Yeah, so I don't know. I was going to make this kind of a short live stream. What are we at? About 32 minutes. Are you good? You got anything you want to talk about? You got anything picking your mind, driving you crazy? What? You got What's that?
One thing I think I made a video on it, and I probably will eventually here shortly as well. But people need to start taking hygiene more seriously as far as preparedness goes.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think people, I think it's a really underrated thing, and I don't think people realize how important hygiene is until you go without hygiene.
Yeah. And I got a hiking playlist on the channel. We do usually like a spring hike that I put on video, summer hike on video, usually a winter hike on video. And whenever we get a chance to, we still go out and do it. But sometimes it's nice to just put the camera down and go run around with a big heavy pack on or just a regular bag. Or like when we went on that hike with the Homestead Survivalists there. Yeah. We were loaded down that day. We all had big bags. I had my plates on.
Yeah, that was great.
5-gallon 10-pack on Amazon for under 30. Now it's over 160 for a 10-pack. Jeez. Look at that price. 5-gallon. Jeez. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see the price of stuff going down at all. Better off getting it now if you can, just because 5-gallon buckets, yeah. Yeah, I know. I went and looked somewhere. I can't remember where it was. It was a couple of weeks ago. One of the hardware stores was looking for pipe and something else, and I was looking at the buckets, and yeah, they pretty much tripled in price. A lot of the plastics have gone up a lot. I think that's probably due to the import issues.
Right.
Waiting for the plastic mags to go through the roof now. Triple the price for a mag. What's that?
You're already seeing that.
Yeah. Make me sick, but yeah, the hiking's good, man. You get the cardio. You get out, you breathe in the fresh air. We got colored buckets are even higher. Yeah, no, it's crazy. A little bit of dye, change the color, and it's just a lot more expensive. Yeah, but the hiking though, yeah, getting out. Plus, you get to practice something. We'll have to bring out. I got a bunch of Mountain House too in one bag, and we'll have to bring a meal out there or something. Take a hike out into the woods, out your way or something if you want, and cook up some of that stuff. You know, you gotta get yourself a decent container. I think they're like 13 ounces. I don't know what this one holds. Oh, perfect. It's like 18 ounces. I think some of those freeze dried that I had were 13 ounce of water added into the bag, something like that. But
okay.
yeah, this one's 18 inches. So you fill it right up. You could boil it up, pour it in the bag. That wouldn't be too bad. Not too shabby. That's pretty good. I'm trying to think of if I had anything else, but yeah, we'll get out and do a hike. Maybe we'll get some of that on video. Go out and cook something up on a fire or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Be a fun time. You got that Ferrocerium rod, right?
Yep.
I did get these. I didn't. I haven't shown them on video yet or anything, but I bought like an 8-pack, and I gave Midwest Survivor one. I gave KK one, and I just figured that extra redundancy. And this was like I haven't even tried these things out yet. These were the Westlake Tactical, I think it was. Yeah, Westlake Tactical 5/16 by 3-inch, and it was an 8-pack for $10. I mean, yeah. I couldn't even pass it up. I could put extras in each pack, and I did get some other ones that are over there that I'm gonna have to show on a video too that have some interesting characteristics to them. But yeah, I don't know. This is a good talk, I guess. Maybe I'll let you go. We'll hop off of here or something, and keep doing what you're doing, man. You're doing a good job. Definitely doing a good job. We'll get a hold of you for this weekend. We'll go out and do something. Get out and get some sort of practice, some sort of training. Definitely good.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, everybody. Well, have a good night. Check out his channel. Everybody in the chat, pretty much. I know everybody in the chat. Check out their channels. Everybody get linked up. It's a good way to network on here. And even if you're not in the same area, you can still get ideas from other people's channels. You can still go subscribe to everybody. Give everybody thumbs up. All the preparedness stuff is always good to have. And I guess we'll see you all soon. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by Midwest Survivor.
Yep.
Have a good night. Later.
Bye.
Bye.